This portion of the Smart Notebook 11 Level 2 training deals with using the Activity Builder. Now I'm going to use a sample file to show you how the Activity Builder works. It's much easier to do that than try to explain it in words. But with the Activity Builder, you take one object on a page and you define that as your activity object. You'll hear me refer to it as a target object, because you'll have other objects on that page that will be you'll take them and you'll drag them to the target object, and they'll either be accepted or rejected. If they're rejected, they're going to go back to their previous spot and snap back into place. If they're accepted, there's a couple of different animations you can do with it. The one we're going to use today is making it disappear inside. And then I'm going to show you some of the activity settings. So let me go to my sample file. I'm going to pull this up. This has to do with parts of a cell. And again, with Activity Builder, you get a little more interactivity here. This is my target object, my cell. All these words on the outside are parts of the cell. Some are not parts of the cell. So the ones that are, we're going to drag, and if it's a part of a cell, it's going to disappear inside the cell. If it's not a part, it's going to go back and return to its previous location. For example, the nucleus is a part of the cell. So I'm going to drag the nucleus. And when I release, you'll see it'll disappear. It's gone off my list. The endoplasm is not. So I'm going to take endoplasm, I'm going to drag it to the center of my cell, and you'll see it snaps right back in place. It's not a part of the cell. So let's take a look at how we create these little animations and activities. So let's pull up this original notebook file I was using, and I'm going to go to the next page. And it says, what do horses eat? So I want to make the horse my target object. I want the hay and the carrots to be accepted, and I want the pizza and the soup to be rejected. So we're going to take a look at the steps that you need to take in order to do that. First of all, you have to access the Activity Builder. The way I do that, I have my tabs. I press the tab with the little puzzle piece, and you'll see the Activity Builder show up. So I'm going to press on Activity Builder. Then you get a couple other selections here that we have to choose. First thing you need to do is select that target object. And let me just press the puzzle piece tab. You might want to turn off your auto hide because you're going to be working back and forth quite a bit. But I choose my horse, and once I do that, I'm able to edit. So the next thing I do is press edit. It identifies the horse as a target object. That's what these blue lines mean. Now the next thing you need to do is identify the objects that will be accepted. All you do is drag them to this top area. So I take my carrots, I drag them, and I drop them. I take my hay, drag, and I drop. Now you'll see a green check mark appear next to both objects, meaning they are objects that are going to be accepted. Now, the remaining objects, the soup, I bring it to the reject box. And the pizza, I bring it to the reject box as well. And you can see a red X will appear. So this tells me I have my target, my acceptable items, and my rejected items. Now I do want to press on the settings. I'm going to press settings, and it says when an object is accepted, what do you want it to do? You've got a couple of animations here. I like to choose fade out. You can check the boxes here. If there's a sound you want to play with that object, you can check that. If there's a sound attached to the object, it'll play when that happens. Then, when it's rejected, you can choose either none or bounce back. I like the objects to bounce back. Then I can press done. Now, you want to test it out. I'm going to go ahead and press my auto hide, touch my screen, make the properties disappear. Here's my soup. Let's drag it to the horse. You'll see it snaps back. It rejects it. Carrots, let's drag that to the horse. Disappears right inside the horse. Pizza is rejected. Hay is rejected. You can always go back, press the puzzle piece. You can go back, redo all your settings, identify settings, make edit changes if you need to, if you want to build on that Activity Builder lesson that you have. But this concludes our discussion on the Smart Notebook 11 Level 2 using the Activity Builder.